Wait, wait, is this thing on?
Yeah, it is. See, red.
Hi, we're Steve and Karen with the Laser Glade.
You must have bought one of our files. So now what? Now what?
Didn't I say that already?
Now what?
Now what do you do?
It's too close. You can't see that.
Now what do you do? I don't know.
After you purchase your Etsy file, you should be able to get an email that will have the links for downloading the two files. There will be a Advent Calendar Tree SVG, and there will be a calendar base. You can see there's two different files. You need to click and download both of them, save them to either your downloads or a specific location on your computer that you'll be able to find them later. At this point, you're going to want to grab your either proof grade material if you're using that, or if you're not using that proof grade material, you'll want to grab a piece of wood, sand it down like we're doing here. Then you got to blow it off so that there's no sand or sanding dust left, or else have a little fun, hey? Assemble your tools. We like to mask everything so that you avoid laser burn. So there's a roll. If you have kids, your kids love to help, and also they like to roll Lego tires around, because that's fun too. Press the masking down so that when you load it into the Glowforge like this, the fan doesn't make it fly around. At this point, you should be on your Glowforge account. As you can see, we're on ours. You're going to go over to that home area, go above it, create a new design, go to upload a file, and you should be able to find where your files are. So it'll pull up the design. At this point, you're going to need to select your material. Ours, it doesn't know what it is because we're not using proof grade. We use medium maple plywood settings. If you have something, you're going to need to figure out your settings on your own. So we're using 1/8 inch plywood. You see the design is split out into two groups. We've got both of them selected as cutting right now. You're going to want to change that numbers to either score or engrave. We like to use engrave, just turns out really well. The numbers, it takes a little bit longer, but they end up looking really nice. You could also cut them. We designed the numbers like stencils, so if you cut them, they will be perfectly readable. You can see the white acrylic was cut and the wood numbers are engraved. Also, an acrylic stand and base. So your settings are picked, your material's in, you click print, you go and hit it and enjoy this gratuitous shot of a different thing printing in our Glowforge. Kind of cool. Repeat that process and we're going to be pulling up the second design. Once you've got it loaded in, this one's going to work much the same. You see there are two different groups. Those are scoring for little numbers so you can tell which order the base goes in, and that other is for cutting them out. Make sure your materials are all good, your settings are good, and then go ahead and print. You'll be glad to know we redesigned the hooks because those ones were individually super glued. It was pretty bad. These notches that are friction fit are much nicer. No need for glue. And they fit perfectly, even with acrylic. So while you'll want to glue up the base so that it sticks together, except maybe not through the bottom layer so that the tree has somewhere to stop, all of the rest of the fittings, including the middle ones, just slip right on through. No glue necessary.